Pushing live.
All right.
Hi!
Hey,
Thank you.
everyone.
Hi.
Thank you for either tuning back in or tuning in for the first time if you haven't watched either of our two other games this weekend. This is our third game of the weekend, the one to wrap everything up. Thank you for either tuning back in. Oh, you're probably gonna have to mute that. Just so you're not picking up double this time. It's Sunday and now I've forgotten my words. Hi. Bum. Pass to the GM.
I'm the GM for this game. Guess we got to do introductions. I'm Drew. I'll pass it along to Zillan.
Zolari?
Zolari. Oh,
It's
yeah. Looks like
Zolari
an I.
Jail.
Sorry. My mistake.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so I don't know what we're supposed to say. So I am Zolari.
I guess just you and what your character is.
I am a politician
Your character's a politician.
and a gunslinger, but whatever.
Cool. Okay. I guess you can go next.
Great. My character's name is Zeke, and he's a scientist and a fighter. He's apparently very good with his blade.
And hi, I will be playing Una. She is the party medic. She is also very good with a gun. Her favorite phrases is she can put people together and take them apart if need be.
I'll be playing Laudrin, who is got a big sniper, and that's about it.
Don't sell yourself short. You're also the engineer.
Semantic.
And I am Nestor Plank, and I will be playing the Barbarian Scout.
All right. I guess we should get started without further ado. So, you are all patrol members on a backwater planet.
My type of place.
It's actually a fairly nice planet for being so backwater. There's a fair tourist industry because it's very temperate and very pretty, and the atmosphere is very nice for human breathability. And there's also a fair bit of mining and resource gathering that happens here. But for the most part, pretty quiet place. You don't really do much. Most of the time, you just get to sit back, relax, and watch whatever's on the news happening far away from you, really. But recently, your commander has sent out a mission for you that specifically requires all of you. And usually most threats are just there's someone lost and you need to go find them, or someone's where they shouldn't be, or there's some sort of wild animal making a and usually one person or two can handle it. But today, all of you have been called together for a briefing, and you all meet in the gathering hall, and your commander, a older man in his 40s who really doesn't want to be here. He got court-martialed for political reasons, and frankly would rather have just retired than be here. Starts the briefing. Hello, all of you are here. Looks like we're actually going to have something to do today.
Well,
the
that's
soap
a
operas-
change.
Yeah, the soap operas will have to wait till later. Looks like there have been some electronic signals out in the forest that should not be there, and they, instead of having someone investigate, they decided to pull an orbital survey, and it looks like there's some sort of illegal mining outpost out in the middle of the forest. And so we're unsure of who it is, but they've been non-responsive as of now. And we need you to go in there and knock them around a little bit and tell them to scram. And since it's a bit out of the way, a little far to walk, travel on foot, and High Command is strangely concerned with this, as they are with everything, I will be providing a ground car so you can get there in a timely manner.
Ground car's not going to come out of our pay, is it?
Luckily, no. For
Good.
once, High Command has decided to issue us some equipment, as opposed to forcing us to get it ourselves. As for information we have, based on the size, there's probably no more than 50 people there. And in all likelihood, this is just them relying on stealth, keep them hidden, as opposed to armed resistance whenever they do get discovered. So, even though you will be vastly outnumbered, it should be cakewalk. I doubt you'll encounter anyone better trained than your average mall cop. So,
Famous last words.
well, that's why I'm sending you, and I'm not going myself.
Ah, now that's more like it.
So that means I should make sure my medical bag is properly stocked.
Yes,
Okay.
you should make sure you're ready for violent altercation, but in all likelihood, you can just show up, point your weapons at them, and they'll run away.
I can
I happen to know what minerals are in that area. What they would
You can roll no for me.
Okay. Would I also add my intelligence to that as well?
You would.
Oh wait, no. 15?
That succeeds. You know that predominantly it's heavy metals, but in this portion there's a high concentration of osmium and iridium. So it's likely one of those two metals.
Any of those might be a problem for us?
With my real life knowledge of them, I don't believe either of them are specifically deadly. If you hit someone with a big enough chunk of it, it'll hurt. And if you eat it, it's not good for you. But for
Yeah,
the most part, they're just
don't eat the minerals. Come on, guys.
they're pretty standard rocks.
Gonna wreak havoc on all of your fancy electronics. Good thing we don't really have much use for those here.
I was about to say, isn't that a scientist's tried and true method of determining what a rock is? They lick it.
Yeah.
That's
Because they can
gross.
the other ways.
The scanner to do so.
Mm.
We're licking rocks.
Hmm.
I thought we were. I'm a little.
Yeah, feel free to lick whatever rock you want. I just come back in one piece. Don't want to have to deal with casualty reports.
That is why I'm going along.
Yeah.
Save you the paperwork.
And unfortunately, I miscalculated the amount of players. I thought there were 6. So you will be accompanied by a psychic NPC, who, for the sake of the purpose, is a member of the party. or
For me.
for the sake of the story, is a member of the party.
Awesome.
All right, so if there's any military standard issue equipment you would need, I can of course offer you that, but not much else. Unfortunately, we're short on weapons, but we do have any ammo you would need, along with some basic supplies. We of course have rations if you think this will take longer than a day.
Definitely rations and additional cells for my pistol.
Yeah. It's pretty short stocked, but for the sake of not getting bogged down in inventory, you can grab like at least 5 more cells.
Okay, thank you.
I will also confirm that I've got every single thing I need in my bag for the cake, as I said, for the cakewalk.
Yeah.
And then yes, rations, water.
There's definitely enough rations and water to go around. There are occasionally points where you're expected to go a month or two without a regular resupply. So food would be very easy to get a hold of because stockpiling it around.
Right.
And same with water. There's no extra medical supplies. You're pretty much the entire first aid.
Doc's got it covered. We're all good. All right, guys, let's go. Maybe. Are you
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah. So what does this ground car look like?
It's essentially a high-tech hovering minivan.
Fun.
Most ground cars aren't big enough to fit a party. They're designed for 4 people. So this one has been expanded to fit a larger amount. And it is not elegant, it's not super fast, but it's moderately durable and will fit all of you.
What kind of windows does it have? Does it just have the side, front, and back
Yeah, pretty
windows?
standard windows.
Okay.
Oh.
If we're in the ground car, Lodrin is going to roll down the window. It's probably not this. It's probably just a button, but whatever. Roll down the window and stick his what I'd only describe as like a World War II bolt action rifle with like a sniper scope and some other modifications that you probably don't understand. Just point it out the window. Yes.
How long does it take to get there?
I'm providing an NPC driver because I don't expect this
No,
to
that's
take too
fine.
long. So, the driver, it should take, like, probably only like 5 hours.
Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. I woke up way too early this morning. I am not a morning person.
Sleep good.
Lodrin is just gonna keep his eyes out the window
All right, so I guess
and gun
it's
out the
safe to
window.
say you're keeping watch. Is anyone else doing anything specific, or are you just maybe
I'm
brushing
cleaning
up?
my rifle.
Okay.
Could never be too clean.
In that case, you start off on a dirt path, which, since you're hovering, doesn't really affect much. But eventually, you hit a point where there's no path anymore. It's just trees, and the ride slows down significantly from that point. As now you have to weave around trees and make sure that don't run into anything. Find your own path.
As we
And
start to weave, I wake up.
yeah, in that case, everyone, I believe, can you make me a notice check?
Mm,
What die?
2d6.
2d6 plus the
I don't
Plus-
notice what. I rolled 2.
Oh,
Plus, notice anything after that?
wisdom as well.
Okay. So that would be an 8. No. Yeah. 8.
Zolari got a 10.
And is the numbers that are in, I should have asked this before we started the stream, the numbers that are in our skill box, is that just this our level in that skill, or is that
Yes.
taking into account the abilities?
That is just your level in the skill.
6.
All right, so let's see. Who beat a 10? Someone got a 10.
Zolari got a 10.
Okay. In that
I
case,
got 11.
okay. So in that case, both of you notice what looks like 2 people that have spotted you up ahead. And you can't quite make out what they're doing, but they're definitely armed and interested in you.
Because we're interesting people.
Look alive. We've got an audience.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna, kind of.
Yeah. Once pointed out, all of you can see them.
Okay.
Maybe
This
need to
looks
take
like 2
a
people.
little extra time with Zeke there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna spread out just a little bit so we're not all in one clump.
Well, you're all
We're
in
not
one ground
walking.
car.
We're in the car. We can't
Uh-oh.
really spread out in the car.
yeah.
I'm gonna get ready to jump out of the car then.
Seatbelt's already half unbuckled.
Oh yeah.
Let me roll a notice check for the driver. The driver has to have it pointed out. So, in that case, are you just going to watch them as you pass by them?
Oh.
Have prep weapon.
Mhm.
If they don't make a move to attack us, can't really make a move to attack them.
Can I talk to them?
I'd
Can
say
we
we
slow
slow
down enough
down
for-
and ask.
Well, right now you're a little too far away. Right now you're probably about a good distance away. I'm not sure the exact distance, but
And they're just armed.
1,000 to 2,000 feet?
definitely.
Okay.
But
Or wait,
you
it's
are
meters
under
in this
tree cover.
game.
It is meters.
So,
But you are in a forest, so it is a bit hard to see them that far.
Okay. Do they just look like ordinary people or any part of any sort of organization?
As you get closer, you can whatever they're wearing definitely looks like some form of uniform. They're both dressed in the same style clothing, and it kind of gives you the impression that they're guarding something, but they're not like the high security guards. They are just a generic.
can I see
You know how to
anything
shoot a
else?
gun. Here's standard issue equipment.
Can I
Go
see
on.
anything else if I use the sniper scope?
No,
which is
you
like
just see them.
Okay.
Well, actually, yes, you could. You could identify that they're both armed with combat rifles, and one of them is on a comm currently.
Okay, and how
And
far away are we?
probably about 500 meters. And as you watch, the one that's not on the comm gets instructed to do something and bends down and kind of is fiddling around in the brush.
Can I tell the pilot of the ground car to stop and let me out?
Sure. He
I'll get
Right.
out with him.
Why?
Lodrin hops out and gets over to the side in the forest, like behind a tree or what have you, and kind of points the scope and looks, and just kind of is spotting as the ground car moves forward.
Just,
Okay, so the ground car is just going to stop briefly, and okay.
I'm gonna
Um,
continue walking, trailing the ground car, but also keeping an eye on the sniper behind me.
Are you
Was
trying to
this
do this stealthily, or are you just hopping at-
Relatively
Alright.
stealthily.
In that case, roll me sneak.
Okay.
I am not trying to sneak. I am just trying to demonstrate that we're approaching
That is
cautiously.
is an 8.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's an 8.
So you get out relatively quietly. Like you're able to kind of fall into a role so that your visual profile isn't too large. And you think you probably didn't get noticed. But because both of you get out at once, as the both of you get out, the one on the comms gets like their manner changes. They definitely look alarmed that at whatever you're doing.
Can
And
I
they kick the person that's bent down and try to rush them on with whatever they're doing.
can I not perform it, but like do the action to start up an execution attack on the one on the comms?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep
Just
track
in
of how
case.
long that is. Even
Yeah.
if you don't pull off the full thing, I'll probably give you a bonus.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Are they were we supposed to be heading, or we
They
just going
are
passing
in
them?
the direction that you're headed.
Right, but they're not our end destination. They are just
They are
people
not.
on the road that we are supposed to drive past and move on to where we're going.
Yeah.
Hey, Lodran, can you use your
Maybe.
scope to check the road, make sure there aren't any mines that they're about to explode on us?
Is there anything else on the road? Anything? Any other features to be aware of? And we don't know what kind of uniforms these guys have.
No, it looks military green and brown mix. You can't make out any sort of patches or insignia at this range.
I'm a quick time and run up in front of the vehicle so I can kind of scout ahead a little bit as opposed to trailing behind it.
Make a notice check.
2d6?
Yep.
10.
You do not find anything of interest. You do find that it looks like they have been moving around this area a bit. Like you find a footprint or two and some moved around stuff, but there's nothing suspicious. But as you start getting closer, the one on the comm puts away the comm and pulls up their combat rifle and is like walking toward you.
I'm gonna try and talk to them.
I'll slow.
So, do I need to get out of the car to talk to them?
You could yell at them from inside the car.
Oh, that's not fun.
You could get out if you would
You
like.
could roll down the window.
Hey
Have them-
guys, how are you?
What are you doing here?
What
This
you
is
doing?
private land. You're not allowed here.
Oh, well, we were sent out to see what you guys were doing.
We're. What's your clearance?
As far as I know, this isn't private land.
This area is restricted under government order.
Oh, which government order is that?
What's your clearance? Is there insight in this game? There's no insight, so I guess
I have a no, I have a lead, I have a perform.
I think
Have a
notice
connect.
would again be the best. I'm not sure what connect does. I'm pretty sure connect is finding.
Connect is like I feel like it's like making connections with people, like
look.
like being able
I
to
have a
finding
talk.
people.
can
I
help.
have expert
yeah.
in talk, so I can say
roll intelligence talk to see if you can figure out for, I guess, insight.
So maybe I can. Maybe I would.
oh,
know
sorry.
better.
2d6 with a plus intelligence and plus for my talk.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, it should be a 3d6 and I drop the 1
Yes, because you have.
because I'm an
Talk Plus.
expert.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. Okay. 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then hold on. Okay, I can. Okay, so I got 8, which is not great.
You get the impression that he's trying to convince you that he's trying to convince you that he's some sort of high rank secret military, but he's definitely not following protocol, or something about it is just off to you.
Well, I'm going to say I have Alpha Omega government clearance. What's your clearance?
He kind of looks and thinks for a second. He looks down at the other guy and kicks him for a second. It's taking so long. And
Figure out what they're doing.
the other guy stands up with what looks like it's an odd contraption. It kind of looks like a wire attached to a gun handle. Like, kind of like a specific.
Can Lodrin train the execution attack on that guy instead?
Sure. If you want to roll a no to figure out what this is, you can.
Yeah.
I think it would be immediately obvious to Lodrin.
Okay. What is it?
This is a specific transmitter. It's if you don't have like a key code transmitter to transmit to specific areas, you can point it at something and transmit there.
Mm-hmm. What direction is he transmitting in?
Right at the ground car. And go ahead and make me a dexterity. Actually, yeah, make me a make me an evasion saving throw. To see if
For
you
who? Everyone or?
just Lodrin, because you're the only one that's realized what this thing is. And that's part of the ground.
That is a 8.
And just okay, you have enough time to react however you would like before this guy does anything with this transmitter.
Oh, headshot. At least try to.
Yeah.
3d6?
With an execution attack, I believe it's a d20.
No. It says.
Oh, is it?
Because I have sniper.
I do not remember how execution attacks work.
I do believe it's 3d6.
Let me check. Okay.
I'm looking.
Oh yeah, it's just a dex shoot skill.
Yep.
This is normal range, so go ahead and make the shot.
So, and add my shoot.
Yep.
And dex.
Your
So plus.
Shoot. So your normal modifier, whatever's written on your sheet.
Oh yeah. Okay. So my normal modifier, and I roll 3d6, drop the lowest. Luckily, that is a 16.
That will hit. He stands up, points this thing at the ground car, and you drop him. He just falls in. Yeah. And
then I say, oh dear, it looks like your companion's having some issues.
He is going to he's gonna drop his gun and grab the transmitter.
And I'm going to say, drop it and pull my gun.
Probably leave the second one alive. It's hard to interrogate and question the dead. And I can only do so much to put them back together.
Okay, I'm going
Are you
to
getting
command
close
him.
to him? Are you gonna get close and threaten him?
Yes, I'm going to command him to drop it and pull my gun, and I have command.
He freezes and just puts it down and steps back. And quick check, it looks like he dropped his combat rifle on the ground, so it looks like he's pretty much unarmed now.
Okay,
Lodrin is Lodrin is going to stand up and approach with the rifle trained on the guy.
He is completely surrendered. He's at your mercy now.
And I'm gonna say, so what? Who are you guys with?
Let me. I'm just a. They just hired me as security. I, they just.
Okay, so what
Um,
information can you give us on this operation? What's going on here?
I pull
Uh,
out my knife and just start fiddling with it a little bit.
He is definitely afraid of y'all. He blew his morale check. He got a 4 total. So he is completely terrified and fearing for his life. They just said they brought me in on their ship and sent me out and said don't let anyone near the mine.
Ship.
Keep people away.
Okay, did you see any numbers? Any other people on that ship?
I mean there were like 10 more people, or well 10 people total, like me. And then
Okay.
they had some of their people that they kept inside, I think.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Do we have
Lodrin's gonna, as soon as like he's within talking distance, he's gonna ask, "What were you planning to do with that transmitter?"
We had set up a vehicle mine, and if you look under the ground car, which I'm assuming you stopped, there is in fact an anti-vehicle mine right underneath it that was actually very well concealed. I
Can we
rolled and they
move
got
the
like a good high
car?
Yeah, you can very much move the car.
Yeah. Well, will moving the car set off the mine?
No,
we
it's a
disable the
remote
mine?
detonation mine.
Yeah. They went
Okay.
Yes.
I
Lodrin,
wanted
just-
to be sure before we moved the car that it wouldn't
Yeah.
go boom. Cause yeah. So okay, if it's safe to move the car, then by all means move the car, because I'm still in it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like learning how to fly just yet.
Yeah, let's move the car forward away from the mine. I don't
Any,
think we're gonna get anything else from this guy. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to see if there's any salvageable parts from that mine. That sounds like a pretty cool escaped my notice.
well, we're not at the mine, right?
No, the
Well, the
landmine.
The car mine,
the
the
mine.
landmine.
Yeah, the landmine, you can it's in perfectly working condition. You can just grab it and take it if you'd
I'm
like.
grabbing it, taking it.
Yeah.
Grab the transmitter too.
Oh yeah.
For the purposes of damage, it counts as a tech level 4, I believe. What's the tech level 4 demo charge? So
Do we have an ability to radio back to higher ups?
yes, you would right now.
Okay. Do we? I guess the question is, do we want to try and take care of what's going on in the mine, or do we just go ahead and call them and be like, "Hey, look, this is what's going on," and
No, I think we need to go forward. I think
move
that's why
on?
they hired us. Yeah.
We haven't seen
but-
anything worth reporting yet.
Getting paid
Well,
by the
yes.
hour.
Huh?
Getting paid by the hour.
Yeah.
Lodrin will pick up comms and be like, "Hey, we found a patrol for whatever this mining operation is. 1 down, 1 captured.
Secure the person who we've captured. Zip tie
Yeah.
them, tape them.
Tree or
So is
Let me
the
guess.
mine
Small cop?
they knew how to use a vehicle mine, so
That's interesting.
shot the guy before he could use the transmitter though.
Oh, that's good.
Is the mine standard or is it an IED?
It is a anti-vehicle mine.
Okay,
It's
so it is
a traditional mine. It's not
Okay.
improvised at all.
Okay, so gonna say that. and say we're going to move forward and investigate further.
That's why I sent you out.
Thanks, boss.
See if they want to send somebody to
Just
collect this
reporting the fact that there's a headless corpse, in the middle of the forest now.
and a body, or not a body, a living body.
Are we
Oh.
leaving him behind? We're gonna keep going, right?
Unless we want to carry a captive in the back of our vehicle, I'd say
Somewhere.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have any other ground cars right now. I'll see if I can
We'll pick 'em up on
requisition
the
a
way
cleanup
back.
crew.
Yeah.
I've sent in a request for a cleanup crew already, but they won't be here.
okay. So
least
I mean,
in
there's
2
enough of
days.
us. We just duct tape them up, stick them to the side of a tree, duct tape them into the tree, and then just go. And we'll just leave him. He's just
There
just gonna hang out until somebody comes to collect him and you kick his legs.
Want to check him for any other equipment that might come in handy? Him and his previously animated partner.
Yeah, looks like all they have between them is their combat rifles, the transmitter in the mine, and the one that's still alive has a comm on his belt.
Let's take the comm.
And now you would actually be able to see their uniforms and recognize whatever's on it. So I think,
Can we
Is that-
take the uniforms? Makes it
sure, you
easy.
can strip them down.
Yeah, strip them
Yeah.
down, take the uniforms. That way, maybe if we need be, we can sneak somebody in pretending to
Yeah.
be them with the
Yeah.
comms. We can
Mhm.
just leave him duct taped in his tidy whities to the tree. It's
Yeah.
fine.
The uniforms are pretty much the equivalent of, I believe, stat-wise, they just give AC 13, which is, I believe, everyone already has that.
Is there
Yeah.
much splatter on the one off the dead guy?
No, it was a clean shot.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, so strip both of those. Take
Yeah,
them
it was
with
a
us.
16.
They might be useful.
You rolled like a solid 8 over the DC.
Yeah, if I would have rolled any higher, it would have been max.
Yeah.
That would have been a 17.
We should
It-
probably also move the body, the dead one,
Mm-hmm.
more into cover. Like shove it in a bush.
Yeah, this is the equivalent. Their uniforms are the equivalent of secure clothing, but it's specifically designed to look like a guard patrol member.
Right, but it's
but
like bootleg.
yeah,
So it has insignias on it.
yes.
Okay, can we see if we can recognize what those are?
Yes. I would just say no. Unfortunately, history isn't really a thing.
Not even
So
our
just-
researcher dude.
Yeah, just roll a no check, I guess.
Oh, a no check. Hey,
Yeah,
researcher
and then-
dude.
Not no, but a no.
I thought you said
think-
I would say no. I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
10.
I would say okay. 2 10s so far.
No, it was just him. Got the 10.
Okay.
But yeah.
You think you've seen this before? It looks like some sort of weapons manufacturer, but you can't place who. But you've seen this used in like some sort of weapons tech.
Okay. Are you gonna tell us about it, Zeke?
Yeah, I'll let y'all know. I'll let you know that I'll just relay.
Oh, I'm gonna put my gun back away.
Yeah.
Are either of their rifles any better than my laser rifle?
They are using combat rifles, which I believe might be actually.
Well, either way, we should probably toss them in the car just to prevent them from being collected by somebody else.
Just in case.
Combat rifle does 1d12 and is capable of burst fire and has 100-300 range.
I'll take one of those.
Mhm.
I'm still keeping my laser rifle, but you know.
They each have about 60 shots worth of ammo on them, which equates to 2 clips. Or 2 magazines, I guess.
And then I think Zeke said he wanted the other one. Since I don't think he has a gun.
Yeah. Anyone else want a rifle? Because I do have one.
Oh.
No, thank you.
I'll take it.
All right.
I've got a combat rifle, so I'm good.
Got my sniper.
I don't know why I did shotgun motion. It's a
Okay,
no,
so
classic
we
gun
moving
motion.
forward?
rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we've hidden the dead body and stripped both bodies, hidden the dead one, secured the live one, shuffle the stuff so the area does not look disturbed, like, kick dirt over any blood splatters. So the
Yeah,
area
like-
looks as undisturbed as possible, but then put some little
So,
marker for our cleanup
through,
crew to know where to look.
yeah, you
Through
could
the
put something
forest.
like on a map. Like you could just basically send coordinates.
Yeah, like pin here.
Yeah.
How quick is the ground car moving through the forest?
Not very. You could run faster than it, but at the same time, you would get exhausted long before it runs out of fuel.
Okay.
It's that
I'm-
annoying speed in an escort mission where you walk slower, but you run faster, essentially.
Got you. Lodrin will stay in the
I
car.
am going
I'm
to get
getting back
back
in the car.
into the car and just sit there and wait for everybody to get done with what they're doing.
So you'll
I'm going to ask
Pick-
our psionic if he wants to, try to read the mind of the dead guy.
The dead
Um,
guy.
that doesn't. That's not my
I'm
area
a
of
barbarian. I
expertise.
don't know any better.
That's not my area of expertise, and even if it was, he's dead. I'm more
Oh,
of
you're not a necromancer?
I'm more of a move things kind of person.
All right.
Telekinesis and all that.
Magic's magic.
It's science, not magic.
Okay, so we load back up
Mm-hmm.
and Marion move along.
Once you get, once you get probably about 5 minutes away from where the mine is on your map, the driver is going to essentially pull over and be like, I'm not combat trained. I'm gonna, and also we need the car to get back. I'm gonna let y'all out here because also I'm not part of your unit. If this
No,
thing gets damaged.
You're good. We kind of want the car to stay back anyway. It's easier to approach stealthily, not in a big giant vehicle. So this is good. Thank you, though. And I pat him on.
Alright.
You're
Little
good.
confused by the
I
pat.
sigh and get out of the car.
That was good while it lasted.
Let's see.
Yeah, I hop out and secure all my stuff. Make sure I've got patches at ready access and my medical bag and gun.
Hey, Scout, do you want to go ahead and are you an actual Scout person? Do you want to go ahead and go forward and just see what we're working with?
Sure. I'll take point.
Okay. And just we all have communicators, right? So we can come back.
Yeah, you should all have comm pads which you could use to communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Lodrin, if you want to do something similar, that would be helpful as well.
Okay.
Let's see what we're dealing with here.
Lodrin will probably go a bit further out of the way, but still probably off to the side, traveling kind of with, so that he can kind of see in front of the party and the party.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so if we can get two different directions or two different views of what's going on ahead of us, then that would be good. The rest of us can kind of stick into the trees a little bit and just kind of hang out until we figure out what's going on.
All right, I'm going to pull out the
Um,
binoculars and scout ahead.
All right, who has the communicator that you took off of the captured guy?
I
Probably.
think
Heck.
Lodrin does.
Okay. As you'll start moving forward, it squawks and it's control unit beta. What's the situation? You haven't provided us with an update.
I probably should have taken that.
Well, have they moved off too far? Can we pass out or do switch
You'd
out?
be
This
close enough.
communicator we got is beeping, asking for a response from the patrol.
Oh, yeah. Bring it to Zalari.
Laudrin's gonna run over, trying to get it to Zalari.
Yeah, you could
Okay.
do that pretty easily.
I take it. I say, who was the person who calmed in?
It was whatever base they're at, asking for patrol beta to
The name was
report.
Patrol Beta.
Mhm.
Okay. Hello, base. This is Patrol Beta. We're doing just fine. No new news here and out.
Did you take care of the ground car?
Absolutely. We took care of the ground car. It is blown up. We have salvaged what we can out of it, and we moved it off the side of the road so that it would not be obvious.
Go ahead and make a talk check.
Okay.
See if you can lie to this guy.
Flying Foo, go! Now you're smart.
See, maybe.
Oh.
$14?
That's definitely good enough. This. All right. Update us if anyone else comes through. We'll send a cleanup or someone
do.
to clean up the mess.
Thank you.
Eventually, but want to make sure there's no one else coming first.
Will do. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. In fact, comm cuts out. Let's so scouting out the base. From what you can see, it's walled in. There's it's not much more than a fence with some camouflage on it to make it blend in a little better from up above. And it looks like there's a definitive loading, unloading door, and that's the only way in. And there's two slightly more competent looking people guarding the door. And Nestor, could you make a check for me? A notice check for me.
Nine.
Okay. The walls look pretty sturdy, but the door looks like it's seen better days.
So Laudrin is going to be off to the side, pretty much looking at these guards at the front perpendicular,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of keep the scope trained and see
Yeah.
what's going on up front.
They're definitely looking out. They're not just slacking on the job. They are definitively checking their surroundings, and it would be difficult, if not impossible, to execution attack them if you had to guess. But you could definitely line up a shot.
Mhm.
So what are we seeing, guys?
All right, these guys look a little more alert than the ones we stumbled across along the trail. Don't think we're going to be able to sneak up on them. We could take out one, but probably not all of them. I think maybe we can use the comms and send someone in a uniform saying, "Hey, we forgot to mention we got a prisoner. We blew up the ground car, but there was a straggler that was outside. What do you want us to do with him?"
Yeah, somebody had gotten out of the car before they saw got eyes on it, and then they
Yeah.
found the woods.
What do
I
y'all
can-
think?
Probably convince them. And who wants to go in with me? Are we so is this an attack from behind? So we're going to go in and then attack from behind. How many people are there?
There's just 2 at the gate.
At the gate. Oh, okay. So
And
You need
they are
guns.
definitively armored better. They look like they're wearing actual like military dress, and like they have
Mm.
actual battle armor as opposed to just generic guard armor.
What does the area behind them look like?
It's just the wall to the compound or to
Okay.
the mine.
Do we see the entrance?
Yeah, they're standing in front of it.
Okay. Do we know if there are any other entrances? Back doors, hidey holes?
Doesn't look like actually. Go ahead and make me a notice check.
Okay. Perhaps somebody else might be better acquainted with this mine and or have better eyes than I.
or be walking around to scout.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, 5 won't do it.
Somebody who is closer to the thing and not hiding in the forest, like the scout or the person with the sniper rifle. Because I got
All right, I'm
eye.
gonna.
I wear glasses. I can't see.
Hey,
I got
Esther, can you walk around a little bit more and see if there's another entrance?
Yeah, I'll make my way to the right. My right.
Ludrin, if you want to do the same thing, then that might be good.
Lodrin's gonna just wrap the perimeter, see if there's anything else.
How big is the perimeter of this thing?
I don't know an exact measurement, but
Like, is it small enough that we can circle it in a reasonable amount of
you
time?
could circle it in a reasonable amount of time. It might take you a few minutes, but
Yeah, go ahead and circle and see what you can find if there's another entrance. Hopefully there's a back door. I don't think we want to go in the front door if we can.
This entire complex could fit in a football stadium that would probably bleed into the stands a bit.
Okay.
And is all of it on the surface or is some of
Y-
it?
From what you see right now, it's all just surface level. But you can't see very well into the actual compound because of the fence.
Fenced compound.
Yeah. So, both of you going around, could you make me a notice check?
Oh, big number, big number, big number, big number.
That is
I got an 8.
Mm,
I had a really good 6, but then
um,
not much help.
7. So
doesn't look like there's any sort of other entrance. You notice some like air vents, but those don't seem big enough to crawl in.
Other question is, while you're circling, do y'all see any other guards or service people or anything else? Anybody else wandering around who might be in view of the front entrance? So if we take out the people, they would see them and come running?
can so
Well,
how high are the walls to this compound?
Probably a good 15 feet.
And is it open air or is it closed?
It's closed, so there's a roof over the top. You would notice moving around because you just see them at some point. There is one person on the top armed with a sniper that just is walking around looking at the perimeter.
What kind of sniper are they carrying?
Pretty similar to what you have. Looks a bit higher tech though. Like it's looks like a slug thrower of some sort. Not any sort of energy weapon. But you don't ever get a good enough view to make out exactly what it is.
What can I use my survey scanner for?
Oh, and Lodrin is just trying to use eyesight because
Yeah.
scope glint doesn't want that to.
Yeah. Let me Let me check exactly what the survey scanner can be used for. Okay. A multi-purpose scanner that can take atmospheric and gravitic readings, provide basic chemical analysis of samples, record video. So for the most part, it's for recording data, and it's mostly close up for the most part.
For that whole scanning minerals thing,
Yeah.
so that the scientist doesn't have to lick the rock.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
It's less of a survey scanner and more of a just handheld scanner, seems like. Um,
All right. I used it to take a video as I went around, but I'm not seeing anything. I make my way back to our starting point.
Okay, so
Oh, hey, Ludwin.
everybody back.
Hmm?
Came around,
guess-
saw you.
I guess we're going to have to go in the front door. Who wants to knock with me?
So enclosed compound. There's a sniper on the
I-
roof.
I would say whoever our best shots are, hang out in the back. But we probably don't want our medic going in. So what do y'all think?
I think Lodrin needs to stay back and take a glance at that sniper guy. That guy is probably going to be our worst threat because he's up at the top, and if he sees anything wrong, then we probably need to fix. You're pointing in a direction that has no people for me. I have no clue.
Yeah, sorry. I was gonna suggest the researcher.
Oh, Zeke.
Zeke?
You want Zeke
Yeah.
to come in?
You don't need to talk. You're a prisoner. You're supposed to stand there and you would stand there and look all disgruntled that you were kidnapped while our talker to talk, and then you are a melee expert.
Yes. That is
You're a
So
melee
you are
expert, and you also could know things.
right. You could get a better view on what their insignia are, anything else that they've got on hand, and try and get a better feel for what's going on. You
Put some
gather
branches in his hair. Make him look like he, took a tumble.
we would kind of scruff you up. We,
Yeah,
mess up your
okay.
hair, sticks or something.
I roll around in like
Right.
trees.
yeah, that would be
But
pretty easy to do.
beta
Shove
team
you into the dirt.
was 2 people.
Rub it in your face.
Beta team was 2 people, but we left one behind so that they could stay and watch the.
Gotcha.
Yeah. 'cause
Okay,
they need
so
to monitor the base.
yeah, so I'm gonna change my clothes
Uh-huh.
into the uniform, and I'm going to tie up Zeke lightly, very
Yeah.
loosely.
Tie it in a way that can be easily
Slipknot.
Yeah.
undone.
It's a band. And then we're gonna.
Obvious weapons have a hidden possible.
I have a blade sword. I don't know how well I can conceal that.
Do you have a knife?
No.
Okay, so I'll pass you my knife because I don't think somebody would have walked a prisoner up still armed. I feel like disarming them would have been one of the things that was done. Yeah, I was about to say you can hold on to his sword
Yeah.
as, oh, I captured him and he had this sword on hand. So you could just be holding his sword, so that way when
Okay.
y'all go in for attack, you can, toss it over to him. But you should you can take my knife.
I
That
Yes.
way you do have a weapon to work with until you can get your hands on your sword. So I will
Okay.
pass my knife to hide. You carry a sword.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, so we move forward. I am taking his arm, and we're walking forward towards the people, and everybody else is watching us and making sure that we're not gonna die.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it so it's not possible to get an execution attack on one of these
You would-
front guards?
Say probably not. Again, you could line up a shot, but they're pacing around. They're looking out. They are
Okay. And
vigilant.
then these walls
hmm
to this compound. They are how tall?
About 15 feet.
Is there some way that I can try and climb them?
Not without some sort of assistance or
And
climbing
who's waiting in
apparatus.
the forest behind?
That is a good question.
Oh, Nestor?
I'm behind.
Okay.
I don't have as
And
good
then
of a
so
weapon as you, but yeah.
So is actually the
I'm
psychic
paying
will-
attention to the two
will-
guards.
How's
The
this
psychic-
roof looking?
It's pretty much just a flat roof.
Is there any place that like Lodrin could
If you
hide
got
in?
up on top of it, you really wouldn't be able to hide. But your psychic will butt in. I can lift you on top. Wouldn't be too hard.
Remember,
Problem
there's a
is taking
sniper
care
up
of the
there.
sniper.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're ready.
Is
So
the
I put you up
sniper
there. And then
going
you
around the perimeter, or is it just
yeah,
one
walking
place?
around the perimeter. And then
How
occasionally,
leisurely?
they're moving with purpose.
Hmm. Would they be still for over a minute at all?
No.
Okay.
They are consistently just moving around the edge, looking out, surveying.
So I'm gonna have to
You're gonna
hopefully
have to just
have a knife fight. I don't want to shoot him.
yeah.
I'd offer you mine, but I don't have mine anymore.
I've got one.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can get him if you can get close to him, I can just
So
throw
while
you up
Nestor and Una are watching this door stuff happen, me and the psychic are gonna try and get me on the roof, so I can go knife the sniper.
Yeah, and since you're not climbing and you're just being tossed up by the psychic, it should be silent, so you should be able to get put up on the roof very
Mhm.
close to behind him without alerting him.
I just realized my
Problem is, I don't
laser
know how
rifle has pretty good range. It's 300, 500. Or am I within 300 for the? What would it be better for me to line up the sniper or the gate guard?
How loud are laser rifles?
Like Star Wars level of loud. Not as loud as a gun, but you will hear it.
Pew pew pew.
Pew pew.
Okay, then let's go. Let's be chill on this whole shooting guns thing.
So what's the plan?
Nestor and Una watch the door stuff happen with Solari and Zeke, and Lodrin and the psychic get Lodrin up on the roof so we can shank the sniper.
Right.
thought we were
Should we try to shank the sniper first?
Yeah, just to make sure, probably.
Okay, so we don't move forward yet until Lodrin gets up there and tries to shank.
Hmm.
But yeah, doing it as quietly as possible, or trying to coordinate so it kind of is happening like close. Like Lauden goes up to do that first, and then
You know, if y'all approach the gate, that might get the sniper's attention and give Lodrin a little bit more of a chance to
Yeah.
sneak up on him.
That's
Okay, so we
actually-
can do that. We'll do that. We'll approach the gate.
Stall
And
as much as you can.
yeah,
Stall
we'll
as
go
much
slow.
as you can so the sniper can stay in one place for as long as possible. Because if I get a minute, I can do an execution attack.
well, and they
Okay.
would be going slow because the prisoner wouldn't want to be, just be marching merrily along. You'll be tussling, dragging or pushing. They'll be dragging their feet. So
Una, you want to have eyes on gate, and I'll have eyes on sniper.
yes, I guess yes. Because I've got the shorter ranged rifle. All I've got is a combat rifle, which is 100, 300.
Yeah, that is meters.
Okay.
Okay.
There's like 300, 500. So
So I've got my laser rifle ready, backing up Lodrin, sneaking up on the sniper just in case. Yeah, I'd rather shoot him than lose Lodrin.
So
we don't have to shoot anybody.
Solari and Zeke go towards the gate.
Yes, I am dragging Zeke. Come on, dude. Such a Californian saying.
Right?
As soon as you come into view, both of the guards at the front lock onto you, and one pulls his rifle up, and the other's, "What are you doing? What are you doing here?"
I'm bringing this prisoner in. He was one of the ones in the car, and he escaped, or he didn't escape. He survived, and so I'm bringing him here to imprison him.
The one that's talking to you and not threatening you pulls out their comm, starts to talk, and they like, "Hey," and then they hear it go off on your comm, switch to a different channel, and ask some sort of question. And just dispose of them. Don't need prisoners in
Is
here.
the sniper standing by the gate?
Let me roll for where the sniper is. The sniper has not noticed what's going on. They are continuing making rounds right now. They're
Would it be worth more to you alive than dead?
Hold on just a second. I don't think you guys understand. This guy, he knows some things about this planet. I think we really need to interrogate him because he was spouting some things off about the government and the mine, and he knows some things that we really need to figure out.
Is he one of the miners that was not at the mine?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Were there miners that weren't at the mine? Are you one of the mining crew?
Are you one of the mining crew?
No, I just happen to know the area and know enough about what minerals are here to know what's going on.
But he was also talking about the government here and how things are going to go down. So I think we really need to interrogate him and see what's happening so that we're prepared.
So you're working with the government, so you're some sort of surveyor or something?
Yeah, pretty much. I was the brains, but kind of blew up my ride.
Sniper see what's going on yet?
No, the sniper is if the entire base is a clock and the entrance is at the 6 o'clock, they're at about 2. And they're making their way towards the 6 right now.
Okay. Then we're gonna go to 12.
That's on the other side from where you currently are.
Or maybe not 12. If they're at 2 o'clock. We're gonna wait
I can
at
draw
3.
a basic visual aid if you want.
We're gonna wait at 3.
All right, you could get there.
Yeah.
Before they did.
So that once he
set it up
passes,
beforehand.
we can get up there.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and make me a sneak check,
Okie doke.
and I will roll one for this.
That is a 10.
You and the psychic both rolled very well. The psychics just kind of sat down in some bushes and hid themselves because they don't actually need to be able to move. They just need to be able to see you. And whenever we get to it, the sniper will just walk by you and not see you. But so at the front gate, they pick up their comm again and talk a little more, and there's a brief exchange, and all right, we'll take him in. You can leave him here. Go back to patrol. And they start walking forward to like escort Zeke inside.
Okay, so does the party know that the sniper's not down? By this point?
The people at the door do not, but if you're sitting in the back of the woods, you would potentially be able to see them. So you
Okay,
no.
This should have happened earlier. But could Lodrin say, taking out the sniper, Lodrin will signal to everyone like at the door and all of that.
Yeah,
And
that could have happened.
and that if that signal hasn't come for Zeke to make a scene, is that possible?
Yeah. And Zeke getting grabbed and you attacking the sniper are going to essentially happen at the same time.
Okay.
So Zeke gets grabbed. Zeke's going to make a scene. I'm going to throw him his sword, and I'm going to pull my gun and attack one of the guys.
Oh,
All right.
we're going loud.
Guess,
Sure,
guess
why
everyone
not?
should roll initiative now. Seems like the right thing to do.
I guess I'll roll initiative. Am I on the roof by now?
Yeah, we'll just say the psychic has tossed you up onto the roof. Or if they haven't, they're gonna.
God, I love the alert.
They're gonna go
The
for
alert.
it.
What die do we use for initiative?
A D8.
I got an 8.
Mhm.
Are we
Because
plussing in?
alert.
Give me a second. Don't say your numbers out loud. I'm gonna. Okay. So I believe initiative is just Dex. So,
Do you
did
also
anyone
have
get?
your deck?
Yeah, it's just straight Dex and a D8. So who got higher than an 8?
I got an 8.
Okay, so you got higher. What did you roll for higher than an 8? You got a 10.
I got a
Okay.
9.
Okay, and you got a 9. Let me figure out these guys' initiative because I do remember things like initiative. Okay. All right, so who got an 8?
I got
All right.
rolled a 7 plus my 1
yeah.
dexterity for an 8.
Let's see. All right. Did anyone get a 7?
I did.
Okay. Did anyone get a 6?
last. I got a 4.
Okay.
4.
I'm sad.
That just means you're batting cleanup.
All right. So first is, well, the soldier is tied with Una, but the soldier is just going to be attempting to grab Zeke. So that will be their turn. So it would be Una's turn.
I will. I don't really want to jump into the scene just yet. I don't think.
Mhm.
I'm going to move closer so that I can jump into the engagement within like a turn.
Uh-huh.
So I have sight on the door, but I am closer, still trying to. I have absolutely no sneak. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold my action.
Okay,
I
that's
don't know
fine.
yet if anything's gone off, so I'm just gonna hold my action. That seems safe.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I want.
Currently, combat hasn't actually started. They're just
Right.
acting in initiative.
Yeah.
Lodrin.
I sent you a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Lodrin will affix his knife to the end of his gun and sneak up behind the sniper and charge at him with the bayonet.
all right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. That is a that is a 16.
I do not remember if this system is meets beats.
Well, I kind of got the jump on him.
Yeah, we'll say meets beats. So yeah,
Okay.
you hit him.
Hit him, and do I add any bonus to my damage?
It's you add your dex or your strength.
Okay. 7.
You get him good. He was not expecting that, and he is not looking long for this world, but he's still up. Um,
And I don't get any bonuses for sneaking up on him.
I applied the bonuses on my end, but yeah, you did get a bonus.
Okay.
But in that case, let's see. I think he probably just gets stabbed. He probably doesn't do much with that. The other soldier at the door is just watching the exchange happen. That's their turn. And Nestor.
I haven't heard any noises, so I'm going to hold action and not betray that an attack is going on. If I hear something, then I'm going to finish taking out the sniper.
Mhm.
So I'm lining up the sniper, ready to shoot, but I'm holding back.
All right. Let's see. So in that case, now it is Zeke's turn.
Okay. Well, I slip the knot, and seeing as my sword's not going to get to me round, I'll go ahead and take out the knife.
Could you repeat that? I didn't quite get that.
I'm going to slip the knot, and since my sword's not going to get to me this round, I'm going to take out the knife.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and make an attack roll. And
Wait.
then I believe your close combatant feat should still apply to the knife. Or is
Yeah.
it close combatant?
So would that be a D20 or
That's a D20 roll.
$21, not 20.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, I do not know what the damage is on.
My knife, it is a 1d4 base, plus either your strength.
Strength or dex, since it's small.
And it is a shock, so if you miss, it does have.
Yeah, not 20. I'll hit for sure.
D4 strength. Die.
And then since you got a crit, go ahead and roll 2d4.
2D. 8.
Nice. You catch this guy completely by surprise and get him right in the chest. He is not having a fun day, that's for sure.
Oh no, you must have missed the knife when you searched him.
You
Yeah,
can still play.
I'm glad we're still keeping this quiet, and I'd like it to stay that way. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, if I engage in the combat, I don't plan on shooting anybody. I'll just try and smack him in the face with the butt of my gun.
Yeah. In that case, it is. I'm not sure how to. I think it's the psychic's turn. I think they're just going to try to shove the sniper off the roof and hope the fall does them in.
Okay.
Are you on the roof yet?
Yeah, on the roof.
Wadron's on the roof. but
We're at around 3-4 o'clock, so we're on a different wall.
Yeah.
So if the body falls, y'all won't see it.
Right,
Okay.
That would be. Would that be an evasion or mental save? I'm not 100%. I'm gonna say evasion. So the sniper barely even notices as the psychic tries to grab them and pull them off the roof. They got a nat 20 on that saving throw,
Wow.
which for you guys is one of the best places for me to roll a nat 20.
Right?
And that will be the psychic's turn. Now it's Zolari's turn.
Okay, so we want to keep it quiet. So I am going to. Okay, so if I throw Zeke his sword, and then can I?
You would not be able to attack.
Hmm.
Maybe you
Zeke.
should use his sword.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I could.
It would have the same to hit modifier as whatever your
My
normal
knife.
melee weapon is. Yeah, your knife.
Okay, so what's Zeke? What's your sword?
Yeah,
Mono blade +3.
that's your attack.
Yeah. D8.
It's a 1d8.
Should be 1d plus 1, I believe,
Plus
because it's a
1, yeah.
medium advanced.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 1.
Yeah.
But
the-
I have to roll to hit.
Mhm.
Okay, 1 second.
Their turn.
I got an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
Okay, let me roll damage. 7.
All right, you and Zeke together are able to completely catch this guy by surprise and cut him down, and he falls.
So both guards at the door are down, or just
No,
the one?
just the one.
Did you
Okay.
attack the same guard, or did you attack?
I
the other?
didn't mean to attack the same guard, but I
if
guess
you
I
not-
did.
I guess I should have asked. But the
I
other one
may-
is farther back, so I just assumed that. You'd
Oh, well, I
attack the one
guess we attacked that guard. Is the other guard looking at us?
Oh yeah, for sure. The other guard is fully aware of what's going on.
Okay, Una, you might have to step in here.
I will try.
Okay, yeah. Well, so I'll say that one takes down the one that we've damaged already. So
All right. So in that case, it's now the sniper's turn, and they are definitely going to make an attack. They're going to pull out their own knife and try to stab you back, because they're bringing in. Well, they brought a knife to a knife fight. And they got a. They got a 17.
That'll hit Logren.
And I figured.
Ow.
You take. Oh, you got lucky. You only take 3 damage.
Ouch. Okay.
In that
Alright.
case, it's now back to Una's turn. Top of the
Okay.
round.
I will go ahead and start to move in. I will. Yeah, no. I was like, I'll try and be sneaky. I do not have that skill.
me neither.
Forget it. So I'm just gonna move in.
Mhm.
I will try to stay somewhat out of sight, like move in through the woods and then just cut across. I'm aiming to. Mostly what I want is I want to keep that guard in the back who just watched them hack and slash his buddy from calling anybody else, actually. So move in
Okay.
as close as I can
Short
in the
shot.
woods, and then I don't want to shoot him because if I shoot him, that I don't have a laser rifle. I have a full-on combat rifle.
Ew. Okay.
Crack, crack. That would definitely catch attention. So I just am going to kind of get near the things and then just maybe kind of bull rush them, being like, I'm crazy. Pay attention to me.
Oh dear.
Okay. So you're going to
Not
make a
being
nuisance
loud.
of yourself. Okay.
I'm trying to draw his attention. So his reaction is to go, there's a person. Not, I'm going to call comms and tell people there's intruders at the front gate. We need backup.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because if somebody's charging at you with a gun, most people, and
Yeah.
then just prepare
Okay.
to dodge.
Yeah. All right. Now it's Lodrin's turn. The sniper
Lodrin is gonna.
Yeah.
Lodrin's a bit pissed. He got stabbed, so he's gonna take the rifle with the bayonet and just charge at him and try and hit him. That is a what? 16. Oh my god.
That will hit.
Yeah,
Just
simple
barely.
math. 16 will hit, and that is just one dice. Me. That is 5 damage.
Yeah, you run him through. He drops.
Awesome.
Yay! So we got 2 down, 1 to go.
Yeah. And speaking of, it is the remaining guard's turn, and need to make a morale check. They are going to they're going to ram back through the door, try and bust through. And the door opens, and they're going to essentially make a fighting withdrawal, and
Fighting withdrawal.
yeah,
Can we
No.
attack?
you are not within melee range of them.
Ugh.
Um,
Can I attack with my gun?
No, opportunity attacks are only for melee. But they will. I think they will take a shot at. They're gonna take a shot at Una.
Because she ran in.
Yeah.
Stay back.
And they are going to hit. Oh goodness. Let me see. Combat
dear.
rifle.
It's okay. I've got Lazarus patches. I'll just slap one over the hole and keep going.
You take 13 damage.
Ooh,
That's a lot.
that would have downed
Not
me.
yet, though.
Yeah,
They
you're
Not dead yet.
still alive.
Still alive.
Goodness. And that is the end of their turn. You can still see them, but they are now inside.
Okay, when they open the door, do we see other people inside?
No. It just, from what you can see inside, it looks pretty much empty.
Okay.
Is there an
Don't-
All right.
entrance?
So then is it to me?
Yes, it is.
All right. So I figure we've got the sniper down. I have the quietest ranged weapon. I've lined up
Well.
the second guard.
The second guard just let loose with a combat rifle, so
Oh, well
They're worried
then
about
I really
sound.
don't have to worry about noise, but I
Yeah.
had my laser rifle ready regardless. So I'm going to do burst. And what do I roll? Is it a d20 for hit?
yes. And with burst fire, you get a +2.
Okay. I got a nat 1.
Oh my
goodness.
god.
You try to fire as much as you can, and in doing so, weapon gets a little hot, and you drop your gun, and the shot goes wide.
At least it didn't hit y'all.
Thank you for not hitting us.
Okay. And we're still acting in initiative, yeah?
Yes, since there's still the one guard, and he's doing his best. And in that case, now it would be Zeke's turn.
Okay. He's running away.
Zeke's
You're
running away.
You're gonna get behind cover.
Actually, is it possible I could catch up to him and stab him?
Yes, actually, since he had to ram through the door, he did not get to use his full movement. So you could catch up.
Am I able to snatch my sword in the process?
No, you wouldn't be able to attack, but you could still get there.
But if I just got there and just used the knife, I'd still be okay.
You could still attack if you just use the knife.
I'll just use it. Alright. So I full sprint and finish this guy.
Mhm.
20, not a net.
That'll hit.
Four damage?
That you cut him across the arm, and he is bleeding profusely. You definitely got him good.
Can you slap a hand over his mouth, since you're here?
If you were gonna try to do that, I'd say roll a dex save or dex check.
Just to kind of keep him from screaming. I mean, there's already been gunfire, but
I mean, gunfire.
Yeah. And
9.
yeah, he got much higher than that on his save, so you are not able to, unfortunately.
worth a shot. Because if it was just gunfire, we could possibly play it off as weapons misfire.
He started
Yeah.
screaming.
He is not actually making a whole lot of noise himself. He is concentrating on getting out,
Okay.
as opposed to putting any effort into making a lot of noise.
Okay.
Hired gun.
And then Drew, did you see the messages in the chat?
2 rolls on the spin the wheel. I will,
Yeah. I mean, I figure
I
you
will-
could roll. That way you can.
yeah. I'll roll them right now and see if they're applicable in combat.
Do you have a good view of the?
Yeah, I
Menu?
saved a picture of the menu because I figured I'd need to pull it up.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes, thank you to my daughters, Ellie and Tamsin, who donated $25.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Can we take the remaining $5 for a reroll token?
I mean, they're doing the 2 rolls, but yeah, I mean, we have $5 left, so we could probably do that. I don't think they care.
I don't need it anymore, but you
Yeah.
know,
We could
I
also
got
get
my
an
nat 1 out
equipment
of the system.
We
Right.
could get an equipment drop as
You
well.
could. But so
Yeah.
now it is the psychic's turn. And almost if you're familiar with their powers, it looks like they're pushing themselves along with their telekinetic power. And they show up at the front gate with remarkable speed. And let's see.
Our psychic or
They
enemy psychics?
Oh, we're
what was
set.
it?
Sorry, I missed if it was our psychic or enemy psychics.
It's
Ours.
your psychic.
Okay.
And they, as if pulling from a pocket, but they're comes from nowhere, they pull up a semi-transparent rifle and take a shot at the fleeing guard. And it's completely silent. And let's
Yay, silent. I like silent.
yeah,
Silent but deadly.
let me check their modifier. They do not hit, unfortunately.
No. We're just having a stream of bad luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need.
Well, you've been rolling pretty well into hit rolls. These guys are supposed to be at least moderately armored, but you have just been nonstop hitting them. In that case, it's Zalari's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go run up to this guy and try to disable him or to kill him with the knife, I guess, or not the knife, the sword. Since I have the sword and it's better than my knife.
All right, and again, you could also make it an attack.
I can make it what?
Yeah, you can make it up to him an attack.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for attack, which is that 16.
That'll hit.
Eight.
You swipe his legs out from under him, and he falls and does not get back up.
Alrighty, let's regroup.
Laudrin is gonna go and hit comms, looking for an entrance from the roof. Is there an entrance from the roof?
Let me check. Let me check the satellite image.
I
One
am
second.
going to find Zeke and give him his sword back because I feel really weird using his sword.
After like probably 30 seconds, It looks like there's some sort of maybe spot for a small ship, like a cargo.
No, there's a spot
cruiser.
to enter from the roof.
Oh, the spot to enter the building itself from the roof? Doesn't look like it. Not from the satellite imagery. But
I'm
you
on
could,
the roof.
yeah, you could. You don't see anything. It just looks like there's a
Okay.
few. There's like air conditioning units basically on top, and that's about it.
That's
But
interesting.
the
Well,
psychic
we
would
come
be
up
able.
to the gate and join, folks.
Is
Yeah,
there a
the
ladder
psychic-
down?
The psychic can
Anyway.
get you down.
Okay.
They'll
How did that sniper get up there?
move back
Probably had a psychic push him up there.
or a ladder that
Or
they
a
brought.
ladder.
Oh yeah. Are
Hey.
you going to before you go down, roll a notice check?
I can do that. That is 10.
The weapon that this sniper is carrying is a mag rifle, which is
Ooh.
definitively better than what you have.
I'm gonna pick that up.
That has a shorter range, 300, 600,
Hmm.
and it has a clip of 10, and it does 2d8 plus 2 damage.
Okay.
One of
Plus
the
2 without my modifiers?
yeah, plus 2 on its own. One of the rolls
So,
was
okay.
random treasure trove.
Oh, nice.
So
I will take that mag rifle then.
Can we search the other two guys down here?
Wait, is it plus? It's plus 2 to damage.
yeah, plus 2 to damage.
Okay.
Let's see. The other guys are wearing combat armor, or not. I believe it's just called woven body armor, which is modern military armor essentially, and they are carrying combat rifles.
Okay, is the
I'll take some of
armor
the ammo.
Yeah, they both have 3 clips on them, so 90 ammo each.
is the armor have any type of insignias or any type of like what they are, like rank type or anything like that?
Yes, it does. They have the same insignia of the other one, of the guys you found in the forest. And now that you can see it better, it looks kind of like a rose surrounded by thorns. And
Have I
they
seen this before based off of my connections?
oh, that's a good point. Go ahead and roll a no check, but apply your specialist to it, I would say.
Should I do
Okay.
this?
I
I do
believe you
have
already
a-
rolled correctly.
I do have a 1 in connect. Is that so?
Yeah, actually, yeah, you could do connect instead of no.
Yeah, because my no is not is
Yeah.
0, so I'd prefer connect. 10.
You get about the same amount of knowledge on Zeke. It feels like a weapons company, like some sort of weapons technology. From your connections, if you remember correctly, it's high-end stuff specifically, not just like, oh, it's just another weapon manufacturer. These people are known for making durable, good weapons.
Okay. I'm gonna take their take one of the armor with the highest rank.
Mm-hmm. I'm not super familiar with military ranks, but
I also-
they're
A minute heal.
okay.
It's just-
Let's see.
How bulky is this mag rifle?
Let me check.
Is it like longer than the hunting rifle, or would it be shorter?
Its barrel is a little shorter. It's about the same size. It's just a little different.
And does it have a scope on it?
It does not.
Okay,
Actually,
so
yes, it
this,
does. Never mind. It does.
can I take that off?
The scope is just a generic scope, but you could take it, yeah.
Yeah. Or no, just take it off. I don't care where it goes. This is my
Sure.
indoor rifle now.
Um, see. I think, from what I know of military ranks, they would probably both be corporals, maybe? They're both fairly low rank, but
I was
done,
pretty sure they were
they,
going to be low
they've done
rank,
this.
but
Yeah.
that's fine. So, and I don't know ranks either, so no issues here.
Yeah.
But okay, so how much armor is it?
The woven body armor is 15 AC.
Okay, so that brings
you
me up
can-
1 point.
Yeah. Well, you also apply your dex to it still.
So it brings you up 2.
Okay,
So
so
probably
it's
brings you up 2.
okay, so that's good.
Anyone else want the body armor? Because I'll take the other one because I just have the armored
I don't
back suit
know.
right now.
Well, you have your
Wandering-
Ironhide ability, right?
Oh yeah, is that
So it
good?
should be good. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Sure.
Lodrin will take the armor, I think. Lodrin might be in need of it, just cause. So
Mhm.
does that make my AC 16 then?
It should
Plus-
bump it up by 2, so I think
Yeah.
so.
Cool.
Right. In that case, we're just gonna say this happened outside so that you were not doing stuff inside where there might be people.
Yeah,
I
I think
close.
once we ended the combat, we kind of dragged all the bodies outside the door, out of view of the door, and took care of healing and maintenance and making sure everybody was ready to go before we pushed to the next thing.
Yeah, close the door. Quick, close the door.
Uh,
So, because definitely don't want to go into
Yeah.
any more combat with 5 hit points.
yeah. So
You need to heal. Can you heal?
I can heal. I have my medical bag.
yeah,
If
so
your patch.
you could either
Slut.
use your stims or the healer feat, right?
I've only got 2 doses of the stim, and it heals a lot.
Does. But you could also just use the level 2 healer ability.
Right. I think I would rather just do my heal ability. Did anybody else get injured at all?
Yes, I
I
got
burned my hands a little bit on the laser.
stabbed.
Okay, then you come be near me because I can actually heal.
Yeah, I'm only on 5 hit points right now.
I mean,
Well,
your max isn't very much higher.
My max
With
is
my
8.
heal skill, I can heal everybody who's injured within I take 10 minutes, and I can apply healing to everybody who's injured in that 10 minutes.
So who's our tank at the moment? Because
I think that would be me.
okay, how many hit points do you have?
28.
Okay, yeah, you're our tank.
You're the one who will bum rush people with the gun.
Tankity
Yeah,
tank
yeah.
tank.
Let's not do that with Una again, please.
Nah.
So, lesson learned. Don't
Oops.
charge the healer. Okay.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Right.
Well, they rolled very well in there to hit and damage. They got max damage on you.
I was about to say I've got pretty decent body armor, so my AC is like 17. So I was like, I
Yes.
should be fine.
I'm the
you
tank. I
should've.
should be going in the front.
Damn, this last one. Okay.
Speaking of which, I'm still carrying the demo charges. Does anyone else want those? Because, I'd hate to
Yeah,
blow
it's
up.
just one.
Totally
Oh, okay.
So
Since I'm society, I could probably find something to do.
okay. So do I need to? So first, I need to roll a heal check.
For the level 2 healer ability,
Yeah, to heal myself and Loden.
it does not look like it. It just looks like you roll 1d6 plus heal.
Okay,
And
I just didn't
everyone
know
heals.
if I had to skill check it first before I could heal.
I
Like-
would say you're competent enough to.
Okay,
You have level 2 heal that you would know how to do it.
sounds good. Okay, so then yes, I'm using my med kit. I heal 1d6 plus my heal skill to every injured or wounded person in my group within a 10-minute period.
And then you can only receive that once per day from that
Right.
source.
So this is well, okay, so then I guess the question to Loden is, do you want me to go ahead and have my spend the one once per day basic heal on you now, or do you want to wait till you're more injured?
Um,
Because I can only do the basic heal once per day, and then I have only got 2 rounds of stem shots.
see, the thing is that, like, I don't know if it's worth it because most things we're gonna get hit with are going to put Ludrin down anyway. Because I've only got 5 HP and you'd only be healing me 3.
So you've got 8 total?
I've got 8 total.
So wait till you're dead to try to heal
Oh
you?
my goodness gracious.
Well, I can stabilize him if he dies.
Mm-hmm. So let me stay at the back, please.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely need to stay at the back.
He's not supposed to get in melee with people.
Not
Yeah, you're
again.
the engineer and the sniper. You're the definition of squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently
Oops.
our brain is also the one who has the melee master is also squishy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens that way.
I'm not playing Duke anymore.
Una, how many hit points do you have?
18.
Okay, you're just one higher than me. So I guess
He's
we.
the tankiest out of the group. Well, no,
Yeah.
I'm second tankiest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not tankiest, I'm second tankiest.
Okay,
you
cool.
matched up.
The
Okay.
hit points ended up a little bit weird because you just rolled them straight. So
Do I add my intelligence to that or just my heal skill?
it just says heal.
Okay, just double checking. Okay.
Right.
And make a note that I've healed myself once already, so I can't do that this round.
Mhm.
Can't do that again today.
Okay.
Okay.
So in that case, we'll say, for the sake of not complicating the timeline too much, shortly after all of this gets finished, the radio pipes up and what's going on out there? Is everything all right out front?
I take the comm and I say, yes, everything's fine. We had a misfire on one of our guns and we took care of it. There's nothing to report out here. Thank you. Over now.
All right. Make sure it doesn't happen again. And
Yes, sir.
as soon as they finish saying that, the entire power goes out. The entire facility just like there's running lights on the inside and everything just shuts off.
Oh dear.
That wasn't us, right?
Pretty sure that was unless someone.
I did nothing to have that done.
Stupid technology.
Can you radio back? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I'll radio back. Hey, what's going on? Where'd the lights go?
Hey, who turned out the lights?
You do not get a response.
Okay, that was fun.
Everything's
But if you want to take a look inside, there is enough. Like some of the emergency lighting has come on above ground, so there's like a faint orange-ish light over the entire area, giving you enough to see. You previously didn't actually see anyone, but now it looks like there are some people, like maybe 4 or 5 people running around trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. So are we inside now?
You are still at the door, so you could be inside or outside if you would like to.
Okay. So
I'll start
what do you
sneaking inside.
Okay, are we splitting up? got some sneaky people going in, or what?
was just
Lockering's
gonna
got
kinda-
the armor on.
I was gonna poke in and
Yeah.
just to try to get a lay of the land. I'm not rushing in. I'm just slowly making my way in, being point.
Let's see. Let me.
Trying to remember what's in my survival kit.
Okay.
We got a flashlight or anything in there.
It
think I
sounds
got
like
a
there's
glow
enough
stick.
light. Sounds like there's enough light inside. Just
Yeah,
it's a
you
little bit
can
dim.
you can
Okay.
see, but not well. Like any sort of shooting is going to be harder, and finding things is also going to be a fair bit more difficult. And I'm assuming you're just making your way over slowly.
Very slowly.
After maybe 30 seconds of the light being out, they flicker back on, kind of come steady, and then die again. And
Man,
the looks like everyone above that you saw is gotten to where they're going, and you don't see them anymore. But now you get a look around the place. So let me pull up my description wherever I have hidden it in my notes. Okay, there we go. So it's a small mining town by the look of it. And that's what it was designed for. You can see a few houses, or like bunking areas. It looks like there's some central buildings. There's a pretty obvious like makeshift bar. And the like it all kind of looks new but not well built. Like it looks like they kind of they
Rushed
put
it.
this together with the intent of we're not supposed to be here. We're not going to put a lot of effort into making sure our structures don't fall over. We're just going to make sure they stay up, and that's it.
Basic prefab building.
Yeah. And the only thing that kind of sticks out is there is a fairly nice cargo ship that is parked in the central area below where there's a hatch for cargo ships to come through. And the cargo ship looks like it's completely sedentary. There's nothing going on with it right now.
okay, so is everybody in here that's not us in military uniform, or are there civilian type people?
The people that you saw, there was one person that was dressed in more work clothes, but pretty much everyone else was dressed in some sort of armor or like uniform.
Okay.
Since you specifically asked, you can go ahead and make a notice check.
Great. Seven.
Okay, then you do not notice anything specifically.
I am bad at noticing.
All right. How would y'all like to proceed here? And you would have noticed, like, if you had actually taken time to stop and count, you would have seen,
Our
6
primary-
people, I believe.
Our primary mission was to stop this illegal mining.
Yeah,
thing.
scare off the miners.
Yeah, I think a little reconnaissance is in order. My experience, best reconnaissance is at the bar.
That's where I was headed.
Pretend like we belong here. Find out what's going on, how many people they've got, so then we can start methodically taking them out.
All right.
Explosive on us.
Let's see. So it's about midday-ish. Okay. So you walk into the bar and it looks empty. There's no one in here. In fact, you looking around this entire place now, there's besides the people in military uniform, that was like 6 people total, you didn't see anyone. Doesn't look like there's any miners or support staff or people running around. It's just them. And eventually, you would hear what sounds like arguing. If you're walking around, you'd hear what sounds like arguing coming from the cargo ship.
I'm gonna
I wish-
saunter over with the alcohol beverage, pretending like I belong here, and just I'm kind of curious to what's going on over here. Hey guys, keep it down. Yeah, we're trying to relax. We just got off shift.
Someone sticks their head out and just wearing soldier's garments. And what are you talking about? Have you been cutting shift? What's going on?
What are y'all doing?
We're trying to get the power back up. We don't get the power up. Well, you should know what happens.
I should, but I'm not the tech guy. Why don't you tell me?
Got an idea. We still have the explosive.
I don't have time.
Roll them up right now.
Oh, we
Boss, we got an idiot out here. They seem very confused by you and how you're acting.
I walk up to the group and I say, "Hey, you, get back to work. What are you doing drinking right now?"
All right,
cutting shift?
I got 5 more minutes.
I don't know about that. So how can I help you get the generator back up? I mean, you know what happens when the generator goes down.
No, that's the problem. We don't know where it is. It's somewhere underground.
Well,
generator's
yeah, we
in-
all know the generator's
Yeah.
underground. Why are you up here instead of down there trying to fix it?
You know why we can't go down there? We're trying to hook up the ship. You saw the lights flicker. We hooked up the ship to the power, but it overloaded the ship, and now the ship's dead too. Might be able to get enough power out of it to move, but nothing more.
Well, we need to get the ship running. Let me get my mechanic over here, my other mechanic that is not an idiot and can do something.
Oh no.
I'm not the mechanic. I'm just here. They hired me as guard.
Okay, well, I'll get the mechanic. You should be going to get the mechanic. You're just a guard.
We already got one here. We got some.
Well, obviously that's not a great mechanic. And I call over to Laudrin. Laudrin, get over here.
Laudrin kind of goes over, very confused, kind of just standing there holding the mag rifle to the ground, like, huh?
They somehow haven't realized that you are not, in fact, a member of their group. They'll show you inside the ship and like point you basically at the power supply for the engine. And
all right, so
it doesn't
Laudrin,
look busted, but it does not look good. It looks like they fried it.
The 2 rifles over his back and is just kind of looking at it. Well, you fried it.
We know that. And inside here there are 5 people. You can see there are 2 people dressed in bog standard workers' clothes. And they are trying to work on the engine. One of them seems like a techie. The other one just seems like, I know how to repair wires and circuits. This is a fried engine. This isn't my area of expertise.
There's fix check to assess the situation.
Yeah, yes, you can. But there's 2 guards that just look generic guard type, and one of them was the one talking to you. There's what looks kind of like, they don't look like a soldier. They look like some sort of brainy type, not built at all for combat, wearing some basic armor. And then there is one guy who is holding a large, almost machine gun looking weapon and wearing full power armor.
That's an 11 on that fix check.
Yeah, they hooked up the engine, or they hooked up the power supply to the entire mining outpost and tried to power it up, and it fried the whole thing. It's fixable, but you won't be able to do anything. The ship would be able to run itself. You probably couldn't even get comms running, though. You would just be able to get, like, running lights and the engine.
No information, no like way to get
You-
in to get information from the ship to understand what we're dealing with.
You wouldn't be able to have the ship move at the same time. Like, you could power up the computers, but that would be the only thing that would be working.
That would
You-
be very helpful to
yeah,
get
the ship's-
information.
The ship's extremely limited in what it can do right now. It can have maybe two
Lodron will-
systems running at once, but
Lodron will
realistically,
do
only
his
one.
thing and try and get the ship back up and running.
All right. You have spare parts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll take at least one charge of the spare parts.
I'm going to take a look around. I'm assuming they're trying to move whatever there is to move off the planet. I'm going to see what that is.
Uh,
Where are you going?
oh, so you're trying to figure out what the cargo is?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. You're not in a uniform, so they
Oh wait,
We
no.
have an extra one
um
from the dead guy.
Let's just
Somebody
assume
took
that
it.
he's a civilian. Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna turn to the researcher guy and
Wait.
say
We have
I'm
enough
gonna-
uniforms for everyone.
I discarded the one
Except
I
for the
had
psychic.
and put
yeah,
on
this can
the
just be staying behind.
Yeah.
So could we say that everyone picked up a uniform?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goodness, there's a donation. Now I got to think about what I want to do with that.
I want to look at this power armor.
Yeah, you'd be able to identify it pretty easily. It's an assault suit, which is the basic tech level 4 power armor.
Any
It's
weak
expensive.
points
Not
that
really.
it would have?
Not any specific. I mean, every armor has points where you can get through. There is no invincible armor in this game. But this is better than what you have by a bit. And knowing how most people acquire power armor, it's probably coded to this guy, so you probably wouldn't be able to steal it, really.
So if we can't steal it, we can trash it.
You could.
And we have that mine.
Okay, so I'm going to point to the researcher guy that's in there, and I'm going to say, "Hey, you! There's a new researcher outside. Go talk to him about what's happening here and what we're doing."
But I don't think I understand. What?
There's a researcher guy in the ship, right?
Yeah, there's a researcher. Yeah, he was the one saying that.
Oh, he doesn't know what we're
Yeah,
doing.
he's
GM knows, the researcher doesn't
Yeah.
understand.
Let's see. He is like whenever you speak to him, he's scrolling on a data pad and like trying to figure like reading up on something and furiously scrolling. Like at some point you can hear them make a comment about, "Oh, I wish we had be power cells. That would make this all easier. You just fix everything now."
Power cells.
What type of power cells?
Type B, but they only give us Type A because that's what all the weapons use.
So looking around the compound, is there a way underground?
Yes, there is a definitive there's like an elevator, and it looks like there is a
And it's not
person
currently powered?
elevator and a cargo. It looks like it's powered, but it also looks like there's some sort of failsafe.
Mhm.
So you could probably get it working. Like it might have an internal power supply, but like the elevator seems to be fine.
So the elevator down seems to be fine.
Yeah.
So did Zeke find something outside?
Checking the
Looking
the
at the
cargo.
cargo, checking the cargo. We'll say they didn't. Yeah, you have a uniform now. You don't see any cargo loaded up in here right now. And the entire cargo space just has like some large like glass tubes, and there's some empty space where it looks like there was something there, but it's now been moved. Like you can see like dust patterns in the floor.
So with Lodrin,
glass tubes are forward.
Hmm?
Could I identify what the glass tubes are for?
Roll a no check.
14.
These look like they were designed to hold something living and like keep it in stasis or something, until it could be let out.
so can Lodrin go over